Hello YouTube, my name is Hero, and today we're going to be talking about how to get as strong as possible in Black Desert Online. The first thing I want to say is that I'm happy that you've taken time out to come and watch this video. I love this game, and it makes me happy to think that there are others out there like myself who strive to be the best. If you watch my other videos, you can tell that it is my goal as a YouTuber to provide as many of you as I can with as much information as I can to help you be successful. However, you must realize that everything said in this guide and all of the guides I make is completely my own personal opinion. Nothing said on my channel should be taken as fact, but rather used to help yourself come to your own conclusions. That being said, let's get on with the guide. Step 1. Character progression. The largest and most important tip I can give to anyone who wants to be strong in Black Desert Online is to always try to progress your character at least once a day. Progression can mean many things, ranging from, of course, leveling up, getting jewelry, and making silver. But progression also lies in obtaining contribution points and knowledge for energy points. Both contribution points and energy are vital for your character in BDO, and understanding this early on in your journey will greatly help you in the future. For example, I have 240 energy and 260 contribution points. With this, I make over 20 million silver a day just from these two alone. If you'd like to get a grasp on converting your contribution into silver, I highly suggest you check out Blade's channel. He has great guides that can help you with those things, though they are lengthy. I'll leave a link in the description below. So essentially, make sure you are progressing in some way every single day. Don't just log on and train horses or fish, get some work in. Step 2. Make alts, don't level them. I cannot stress this enough, do not level alts. Leveling alts is almost always a bad idea in BDO, but making alts is great. You should always be capped out on alts and level them just enough to unlock the ability to enhance gear. You can find out more about this in a video I made here. I know it can be fun to play a new class from time to time, but trust me, if you want to be the best player you can be, you need to use your time as efficiently as possible. That time you spent leveling your alt to 50, you could have leveled your main to 55. Find the class that's right for you, and once you've decided, stick with it until the end. Step 3. Invest. I know this may sound weird, but making real life investments in your character will help you in progression. No, it's not pay to win, but it is very nice to have an additional 10% EXP boost from your costume, as well as 3 pets to pick up your loot. Don't be afraid to grab some weight and inventory space as well. Let me stress that none of this is required, though I do suggest making these purchases early on if you plan on playing the game for months to years. Just don't get too carried away with the costumes. Step 4. Be efficient. Efficient is a very broad term, so let me break it down for you guys. When I say be efficient, I mean spend your time wisely. For example, if you only have 4 hours to play today, but 8 hours to play on Saturday, take today to wait for a few world bosses to spawn and hope for some boss loot, and then on Saturday, find a full group and grind the whole day. Another form of spending your time wisely is spending your silver wisely. I know many may not agree with me, but silver in this game is little more than a reflection of how much time you spent on playing the game. So the last thing you should do is buy 20 marker shadows on the marketplace and try your luck at the RNG slot machines. That is not efficient. What is efficient is saving up that silver and buying yourself a tri marker shadow, or perhaps placing a large pre-order on a boss piece. These guarantee your character's progression without much risk, as the silver will always be valuable. If you feel like you can make the RNG work, then go for it. But I personally avoid RNG at all costs, as I bought both of my tri-witch earrings and plan on buying a tri-marker shadow soon as well, which leads to my next point. Step 5. Plan your gear. Just because something is best in slot doesn't mean you must get it. For example, before Valencia, the tree belt was arguably the best in slot belt. However, it costed 37.5 mil and was always unavailable. Now what do you get for 37.5 mil? 5 AP and 1 accuracy, which is fine for a belt, but the thing about accessories is that they are almost always useless at their base form. Their value is only truly realized when they are upgraded at least once. So in order to get the full value of a tree belt, you would need another tree belt, and you would also need to not fail the enchant. This will get you 7 AP at the cost of 75 mil if you bought them, or 49 mil if you found them both. However, you could get the same exact AP minus the accuracy if you got a dual Schultz belt. Each of these belts costs 3 to 4 mil currently, so it will cost you 75 mil to get Duo Schultz if you failed the duo 6 times. Can you see the difference? I hope so, because planning your gear is very important. What I recommend is going on YouTube for some videos of Korean players of your class performing well in PvP and find out what gear they are using and follow that for a reference point. That's what I did, as many warriors in KR do not touch whale earrings, neither will I. Step 6. Move at your own pace. This is my final tip. This game is not a race. You do not have to be the first person on a server with a plus 20 weapon to be a good player. Do not be afraid to take a break sometimes. Do not be afraid to be weaker than someone who puts in more time than you do. That is only fair. Do not make excuses. Do not try to take away someone else's achievements by calling them a hacker, no-life basement dweller. Just admit that you cannot keep up with them and be content. Enjoy this game for what it is and not for what others want it to be. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Follow my Twitch for daily Q&As and subscribe. Once again, this is Hero. See you next time.